Today we're heading down to the Monowai area and over the hill to the Grebe River and the south arm of Lake Manapouri to see if we can get Max onto his first wild trout. Well, it's another beautiful Fiordlander day. We're down here at the mouth of the Grebe River, which runs into the south arm of Lake Manapouri. Just driven in along the Borland Road, and we're just backtracking along the road a little bit to see if we can find a path through to the mouth. I understand there is one, we just need to find it. So we found the track, then it went into the lake because the lake's high. We found another track. So it comes out where the first rapid goes into the lake, which is normally not a bad place to fish, but it's a bit broad. You probably have to stand up to your waist in water for it to be cast into where you want to, and it's not great for Max, so we might just fish from down on the lake edge. So if you're looking for that little trail, it starts right there. So there are a lot of sandflies down here. Unfortunately, it's not that great to fish. It's very shallow. We sorted out Max's rod when we got down here. I had to put a new jig head on it because the last one had got snagged on his life jacket when we were coming back from the South Manapouri trip. I got that on for him. He started fishing. I was just tidying up all the fishing gear, the tackle box, and by the time I'd done that, he had got it snagged and snapped off the leader. So I gave him my rod to fish with and put a new leader, new jig head, new soft bait on his rod. It took a wee bit of time to sort out. Got that set up and got that back to him, and by the time I'd done that, he had snagged my rod and snapped off the jig head, so I had to put a new jig head on that. By the time I sorted that out, he'd got his rod snagged again and snapped off the leader, so I put a new leader and a new jig head and a new soft bait on that. And then we went along the lakeshore a little bit. It's all very shallow here, so we're going to turn around and head back now. There's a couple of places where the Grebe River runs up hard against the road, so hopefully we'll be able to drop down into there and have a few casts in the river. And if we get a chance, we might head into the Monowai River and Lake Monowai outlet on the way home. Snag time. So we parked up just above a swift little pool on the river. We scrambled down the bank. Max brought his fishing rod with him. He had 3 casts, got a snag, busted off the leader. We didn't bring the tackle box down, so we'll head back up to the truck and head off back up the road and see if we can find another spot to wet our lines at. So we didn't find any more spots on the Grebe to stop off at and fish. So we'll come up to the outlet at Lake Monowai. And Max is going to have a crack to see if he can land his first wild trout. Nice. So unfortunately we missed that. I was just up the truck putting a new jig head on Max's line. He was using my one and he calls out, "Dad, I got a fish." So I run down, arse over turkey, laces from one boot catch in the lacing rings from the other one, and over a go, and by the time he gets down there he's got it out. Nice work, a little rainbow. What are we doing with it, Max? Are we keeping it? Are we putting it back?
It looks really small, so we might put it back.
Okay, well done. That's it. Oh, he might put himself back. Got him. Oh, careful, you end up donging him on the head with a rock. Oh, unceremonious, there he goes. So I'm down here now with my rod, Max has got his rod, and we're both going to have a go at these Grebe River fish, just where the Monowai power station lets all the water out into it, and we'll see if we can get something before we wrap up. So that's it, we're calling it a day. It's been a big day. We've been right down the Borland Road to the mouth of the Grebe River. We've come back, we've been to Lake Monowai. Now we've come down to the Monowai power station. So Max has got his first wild trout, that's great. And now we're going to get home. Awesome! What? Try that again. It's just a minor flesh wound.